Take a look at our chart of the day as we teased it going to break. It is Amgen, and it is on pace for its worst day since October of 2000. As a result of its obesity drug coming in at the lower end of Wall Street expectations, stock's down almost 9%. Carrie, you don't own it, but you have a lot of thoughts on it. Been looking at it, right?
Definitely. So here's what happened. They reported phase 2 results for Maritide. That's a GLP-1 GIP drug, which is a new compound or combinations. And it reported a 20% reduction in weight over a year. That was the average over a year. If you looked at Wegovy, which is Novo Nordisk, that was a 17% reduction and 21% for Zepbound, which was Lilly's newest phase 3 that they did. So it was right in the range. The reason that the stock is down so much is, I believe, because of side effects. The side effect profile of this drug was a little worse than for the others. This is once a month. They could possibly do it once every 2 months rather than once a week. They have not yet perfected the titration, meaning how you raise the dose to get to where you would be for every patient. And I think that's where they have to focus on over the next few months. So
you used to, because you know the space so well, you've been through a lot of these rodeos, right? When you used to manage the funds.
Right, correct.
In healthcare and biotech. When a stock has this sort of reaction in a space that can be as volatile as this with drug development, what is the best reaction? To sit back and wait a little bit, or to take advantage of a worst day in some 24 years and buy a stock that you've had your eye on anyway?
Yeah, I think that this is an opportunity for people who have, I would say, the patience to wait, because it's not going to be a quick fix, to say we've really gotten this at a bargain price. This is the next closest to market of any of the drugs that are in the space right now. They have an oral also that they're developing. And I think it makes sense to add some if you already have a position average down on it.
Steph, you own Lilly, which was up the last I saw, probably in reaction to this news. Yeah, it's up better than 5%. Yeah. What do you add to Lilly on a result like this? What do you do?
I 100% add to Lilly, and I will when I can. I'm restricted. It's still down 16% from its high, Scott, and this company grew total revenues 42%. If you exclude diabetes and weight loss, their total revenues grew 17% because they have oncology, neurology, immunology drugs, a great pipeline, one of the best. The only problem with the stock is it's expensive, but why not own the very best in the business in terms of weight loss and diabetes on sale? And now you have a competitor that's a little bit weakened. And I agree with you, it probably is a buy in terms of Amgen for the long term, but why not own the best in breed that's already down and the expectations are a lot lower?
I'm with Carrie and Steph on this. First off, pharma and biotech is a hard business, okay? Things go wrong sometimes. We saw it 2 weeks ago with AbbVie. They missed on the schizophrenia drug that didn't pass trials. Went down, it's now coming back. Amgen has had a bit of a schizophrenic last few months because they got locked in a patent battle with Regeneron on Eylea that was supposed to take them up, and now they get knocked back on this. What you do with all of this is if you have a high-quality franchise and you feel like you know what the drugs are that are winners, then you stick with it through thick and thin, particularly with a valuation like this. That's what I did on AbbVie. And frankly, it's something, this is going to make you pause for a second, Stephanie. It's something I think we're supposed to start looking at Bristol Myers again. I know. Sorry,
definitely the
sorry your expression.
No.
I think if you took a fresh look at it again, without the experience that you and I have both had on it, we both might change our minds.
Why do you say no?
Because it was a horrible experience.
It was a horrible experience. And because a lot of their drugs...
Past performance is no indication of future returns. They say that,
but
right?
A lot of their drugs, like almost 50% of their pipeline actually is going generic, right? So they have to do a lot of M&A, and that takes a long time. It's one of the reasons why I liked it, because I thought, oh, they can do M&A, and we have time, and the valuation is really depressed, but they consistently could not execute. Maybe they can do a better job going forward, but I did not have a good experience. Much rather own Lilly.
I mean, Josh, you've learned this, too, in this space. What's hot today is not necessarily hot tomorrow. Like Pfizer, which you cut, I think, in half within the last, I don't know, couple weeks.
Yeah, but I'm stubborn, and I'm not selling all of it. And I would love for Steph or Jim or Carrie to weigh in on this. 2 years ago, Eli Lilly looked like it shouldn't even be a public company anymore. People were talking about this name like it should just be acquired by a European or scrapped for parts, and then it became the most valuable healthcare stock in the world, literally. And it didn't take that long. They had early research in a new category of drugs. They hit it, they executed, they marketed, and it worked. And I'm not suggesting that that's definitely going to happen just because a pharma stock like an Amgen or a Pfizer sit out the party for a couple of years. That, like, from a contrarian perspective, it's automatically, hey, this is how it works. I just would reintroduce the idea that that sort of thing is possible. I don't know. Guys, any thoughts?
Carrie?
Yeah. So, Josh, hi. And I think that you're correct. I mean, exactly about Lilly. Lilly, in the years that I covered it, was a company that was in the diabetes business, and they kept trying to come up with an Alzheimer's drug and couldn't. So things have really changed, right? And things can change quickly with Amgen, with Bristol Myers, even with Pfizer. So I think that you can keep your eyes open.
Maybe.
And I know the Bristol pipeline has a lot in it. You might not have faith in it, but I think immunology and oncology are very strong possibilities for them over the next couple of years.
And I get that in Lilly.
I know,
It
but
is.
it's 40 times earnings.
Right, which executes a heck of a lot. It's growing 4 times what Bristol Myers is growing at.
Just to button all this up before we move, it is the worst performing sector over the last month is healthcare. It's down. Most things are up, as you probably can gather. The sector is down more than 2%. You know, a lot of election-related uncertainty as it relates to that.